Good morning, anybody watching this video. I'm just eating my breakfast / lunch right now, and let me tell you, I feel really good. I feel good to not work a job that I don't really want to work at, where I'm half asleep in the process. Like I said yesterday, I was just telling myself like a week ago or so, I don't really know if I wanted to work there because I'm like when I thought the car was like 8,000 and some change. I was actually going to pay it off tomorrow. Well, that would have had $9,000, but and I thought it was like $8,000 and some change. I was telling myself 2 weeks ago, when I get paid at the other job, and I was telling at the nursing home, one of the guys, I said, I don't really know if I really got to do this anymore. It's like I feel like my objective is met. So that's why yesterday I sort of just didn't really have a care in the mind when I argue with that lady or that man or whatever she is. The latest thing I want to also say too, it's like, I don't know if it's just me, but when it comes to gender and sexuality, I believe that a factor that can determine a lot of the times in the Black community, gender and sexuality is abuse, sexual abuse. That's a lot to deal with. That's like a lot of baggage when you deal with a person that has encountered abuse in their life. I'm only assuming that in a lot of cases this happens. She was, sexually abused by a male in her family. That's really a common factor when there is a woman, a Black woman that's a lesbian or identifies as the opposite gender. Just like the men, abuse, and also being raised by single mothers, that can also play a factor as well. But I said this, feminine energy in men is innate, and masculine energy in women is a bad combination. Because what she doesn't understand is she kept saying to me, she kept telling me she is her name, but it's like, I'm going off what you present. Because it's funny, she called me the N-word. She's Black too, but I'm trying to be really clean in this video. She called me the N-word. And I guess she's calling me that based off of, she didn't say it in a derogatory word, but she said, you're the N-word, you bust a move. And like, okay, you're calling me that based off of what I'm displaying, the characteristics I'm displaying to her. Well, I'm trying to figure out what happened to you in your life where you have to do, like, look the way you do. And I'm saying that based off of what you're displaying. Like, one time she was kissing on a female at the job, and it's like, you actually, made it public, like, what you are and what you do. It's funny though. It's actually Pride Month in June. It's Pride Month right now. So all that happened yesterday. It's weird. Like, I am free from a debt, and around the time Juneteenth is approaching, I don't consider it a real holiday. I told you on my old channel that Donald Trump made it popular. Juneteenth was basically like another way to get people to shut up during the protests. That's all it was. But here's something I'm starting to realize, and this is just what I believe. I tell you on this channel, I don't hold no allegiance to no group, no political belief, ideology, etc. All right, so when you're around, because I'm real selective for the Black people I'm around, when you're around black folks, it's a lot of crap. It's a lot of tomfoolery. You got to worry about, throwing hands if you have to. You got to worry about making sure, that person, because she actually told on me, and I really don't care about that, but it's a lot of violence, and it's a lot of pettiness in the black community. Now with the white community, you don't got to worry about violence, but you got to worry about the whole just ratting and snitching and then getting in your business. That's something you got to worry about. So it's really no different. It's a difference, but it's like you're screwed any way you look at it. But let me just say this: where I'm at right now, and I don't want to be like this, but this is where I'm at. I understand the reality that 80%, and I'm not saying all, but 80% of black people are not really like, I'm gonna say it's a lot of basic black folks. Like, I don't want to just work this job I'm working, pay bills. That's very basic to me. It just seems boring. It just doesn't seem interesting at all. That job I work, a lot of people there who actually have education, they claim to, they actually had to go through a program to get to where they are. I don't think they know one thing about what they studied or what they did to achieve where they are. But I want to be somewhere like that. But one thing I've noticed is intellectualism is not very existent in the black community. It's just like it's unheard of. Because how come it's so many times I'm gonna do another part to this video.